What is up, everyone? This is day 23. So, believe it or not, this is the third recording that I've done today. Third video. I didn't post the other two. This is the third one. Third time's a charm, right? But I didn't post the other two because the first one, so let me explain. So last night, I just couldn't sleep. My spirit was restless. It was disturbed and bothered. The reason why is because I let myself fall into politics and paying attention to what was going on, because I'm sure everyone knows what's going on when it comes to the, politics stuff right now. That's why I don't pay attention. I don't get involved because it just makes me angry. And then, I have to realize it's out of my control. I need to not focus on things that are out of my control. I need to stay focused, keep in line with what things I can control in my life, with my kids, my family, my situation. And, that's why I keep my circle small. I've already had to delete some negative people on my Facebook today just because they're just nasty and just, I don't want that in my life. I don't want negative people. And I can control that on my Facebook. I can control that in my life. If it comes down to just being me and God in the end, then so be it. I consider myself a loner. It's always felt that way. So I must isolate myself a lot, but I need to remember I protect my peace at all cost. There was a time when I had tons of friends and tons of, acquaintances, but I was just living in sin and just living recklessly. And, I wasn't at peace with myself, and I was destructive and wild and, untamed. Far from God. So now, like I say, I try to protect my peace at all costs. And like I said, build my mind stronger. And in doing so, I must release certain things out of my life. Negative people, negative situations I can't control. Leave that aside. Like I said, stay focused on the task at hand in my life. Taking care of my kids, paying my bills, working, focusing on, my life and, trusting God. Number one, trusting God. Like I said, I couldn't sleep last night. I just felt uneasy with everything going on and, the whole Minneapolis situation and whatnot. I got myself involved and I couldn't stop watching videos and listening to people and reading back and forth comments. And I just, I was very bothered. And I woke up this morning and I made a video about it. And then I dismissed that. And then I made a video about just addiction. And then I dismissed, it just didn't feel right. So this is my third video I'm making. Like I said, I'm making this third one. And I'm sticking with this one just because I need to talk about what's important. Like what I think what God would want me to speak about. And that's, like I said, trust in Him. Get away from the things that you can't control. Like I said, I start watching this politics stuff and all that. It just gets me angry. And then ruffles my feathers, and then I get angry. And then when I'm angry, I don't like being angry. And then it steals my peace. It steals away my peace that I have going on in my life, that I've worked so hard to get to. So, and I recognize that, and then I got to tell myself, stop. Just stop. Trust in God. Focus on, what you need to take care of. And let God handle the situation. Some of these things are just out of your hands. You can't control it. Everyone has different opinions. You can't control others' opinions. What you can control is, how you feel and what you think and what you're not going to allow yourself to think and what you're not going to allow yourself to take part of. That's what you can control. And that's what I decided. I'm like, I'm not going to, I worked so hard to get where I am today. I'm not going to go back. Like I said, that's part of an old life that an old part of me that I would have, went to. Arguing, fighting. It's not me anymore. And God, reminded me of that. Like, hey, that's not you anymore. You focus on what you need to. Your life, your situation. Let me handle the rest. Let me handle that. And that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to put that behind me. Move on with the day. Like I said, I worked so hard to have, to be at peace with myself and put my past behind me. And so, yeah, I'm going to be thankful for that today. And I'm going to move on and focus on what I got going on, my goals. Taking care of my kids' school today. Focus on my workout today. Pray to God and release that. Release that and move on. It wasn't easy to do back in the day. Like I said, that stuff would eat me up for days, weeks, months. And then, it's not good. It's not healthy. So, yeah, so we're going to put that behind. I'm going to put that behind me. And we're going to move on. We're going to focus on the day, conquer the day, and achieve the goals we set out for today. So that's the plan. It is Thursday. Like I said, day 23. Man, 23 days already. School today. Get a workout in. Feeling pretty good. Got to get back on my diet. So, yeah. That's just what I wanted to talk about today. I hope everyone's having a blessed week. Tomorrow's Friday. So, for those who have the weekend off, I work weekends, which I'm used to it. I've been doing it for years. But to those who have the weekend off, you're very close. Hang in there. So, yeah, hope everyone has a blessed day. I may make another video tonight. It all depends on what we got going on. I think me and my kids are going to watch a movie tonight. We're going to have movie night. We didn't have movie night last night. We just did some school. I made them clean the house, clean up their messes. Cooked some burgers last night. They were very good. We like eating those Wahlburgers. Mark Wahlberg. There's some good burgers. So we ate those last night. Tonight I think I'm going to cook some spaghetti and some garlic breadsticks. That's on the menu tonight. And yeah, I may or may not make another video later. So if I don't, have a blessed day. And we'll talk to you later. God bless.